Well, welcome back. We are back in the shop. I haven't been out at Dave's in a bit because been calving and doing other things, so I'm trying to catch up with the rest of life. But let me turn this around. We got a few things going on. I'm getting ready to put this rest of the rear end back together over here. But Dave did get some tires and things, so I'll switch his camera around real fast. Yeah, so Dave, we got some new tires in, it looks like, which is really nice. Went with the white rims, so gonna look pretty good on old Fillmore here. Nice treading and everything too, so it looks like, I think he got them for 80 bucks. I believe he got those at Murdoch's, which is like a ranch store around here. Fillmore's still here, got some things sitting over we're working on. And then of course they got Miss Faye here, which is the Fayette that Dave and us is doing, which is really cool. He's got a few more trucks that are pulled out front. I'll have to take you guys around and kind of show you Dave's property sometime. There's another building down here that's just full of cars that are his collection. So, but anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm gonna see if I can get this rear end back together and we'll get some shots of that. And it's a beautiful day. It looks like it's gonna rain a little bit. I've been driving Penelope around, getting oil change, saying it's my birthday in a few days. So I'm getting ready to kind of do a trip with Joy for my birthday. So anyways, let me get to work, and then as we'll get it thrown back together, I'll get some pictures and things. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Well, I think because I was looking at the diagrams upside down the last time. This is actually on upside down. I need to flip this plate around, which should be fairly easy. What I'll do is I'll just take off that front hub and pull that off, and then I'll flip this plate around so that the brakes are on the top. Right now they're on the bottom because this is upside down. So that does need to be turned around. So I will be building it the correct way on this side. I've got the little spacers in our gasket on, and so I just need to get this plate so that the brakes are facing on the top, which will be the bottom for us. So it should face this direction, which means I need to take that one off and flip it around, but that shouldn't be no problem. What I'll do is I'll try to get it all flipped around while I'm doing this one. I do got to take that cotter pin and king nut off, and then I'll just pull all those bolts and everything off. It happens. Looking at pictures and looking at things reverse direction and things, and I talked about that a little bit, that I had this upside down, and I should have recognized that when I did it. So anyways, I'm going to continue with the project. I'm trying to pull this hub off, which I can't get off because I'm going to have to get a hub puller, which is great, and dropped the whole axle on the floor and broke a fin off, which you can see is down here, and chipped this one. So I don't know what I'm going to do to fix that, but got to figure that out. And somehow I still have to get that off so I can flip that around, and still need to put this back together. But I'm pretty frustrated right now. I'm going to see if I can find that fin piece that I've set somewhere on this table, and maybe we can do something about getting it fixed. Really sucks to put a lot of effort into making things look good and then dropping them on the floor. And of course, I've been beating this with the rubber hammer to try to get it off, but you can see where it also hit the floor. So it's pretty disappointing, but I'm going to try to at least throw the one side back together, see if we can get puller and pull this side off, and so I can flip that plate around. But it's going to cost me a lot of effort, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll file this down. Dave's talking about taking it off. I don't think I want to take it back off and try to get somebody to weld and fix it. I don't know how important it is. And right now I'm just a little bit frustrated anyhow, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to try to put this side of the brakes back together, and hopefully we can get a puller for the other side. Well, I got this side back together. We got to get the puller so I can take this side back apart and flip this plate right side up so it's facing the right direction. Ended up taking this mount back off. Dave's going to see if he can get that fin that broke off brazed back onto it. I'm not going to pull that other one today because might as well get this fixed and wait to do it all at once. And then on top of that, I've tried bending this and I've got it a little bit more straight, but this looks like it's warped too, so this is probably going to have to come back off of there and straighten this up. I'm pretty frustrated right now, so I'm going to call it a day here. I guess I'll pull this off next time. We'll try to straighten that out. If he can get the fin fixed, I'll put the motor mount back on, and whenever he gets that back, I'll get a puller, pull that side, and fix what I put on backwards. So a little bit frustrating of a day. I'm going to call it a day, though. It's disappointing every time I have to break something or do something wrong and I've got to restart, but it's not much I can do about it, but keep going with it. So hopefully we get this side fixed, get this straightened out next time. Once that's fixed, flip and pull that side. This side should be assembled correctly, so all that should be rocking ready to roll, and then we'll go to the emergency brake like I was talking about last time and putting this setup back on here, which I should have painted and everything. If you haven't yet, like, comment, subscribe, let us know how we're doing. Sorry it's kind of disappointing video this time, but we'll keep rolling with it and just do what we can. So thanks for tuning in.